Hello guys, welcome to today's session, and we'll be continuing our HTML series, and today we'll be looking at inline level and block level elements. We'll also be looking at links in HTML. So let's dive into it. So what are inline elements, or what are inline level elements? So inline level elements are basically they are elements that do not start on a new line. They only take the necessary width they need, so they don't start on a new line. But block level elements are elements that start on a new line and they take the full width available by the screen. And we have seen some of this in the previous class. We saw the header tag and the paragraph tag. Those are both block level elements. They always take a new line. Also the div tag and form as well, which we've not yet used. We'll use in subsequent classes. And then we have some inline level tags like span, image, and anchor tag. This is tag for links. So let's go write HTML. So let me just give some other examples of the inline level tags. Like let's just use a tag called strong. So what does strong do? Strong basically is it emboldens a text. So you're making this text strong. That is to make it bold. So that's the semantic tag for bold. Strong. We also have another one called we have em. That's for emphasize. Okay, I didn't close that one. Emphasize, so it emphasizes the text, and basically what that does is that it italicizes it. It makes it in italics. And we can also even merge them together. We can say strong and emphasize as well. So can you see now that they are it's both bold and italics. So that's basically some of the inline tags we have. So let's go into links. So links, this is a very important part of HTML because you can't do a website without having a link. You will definitely go to another page or go to an external page. So links are very core part of web development. So before we go into links, let me first take us through something called tag attributes. So all tags have attributes in HTML, and what these attributes basically does is that they provide an information about an element. Like they provide some more information about an element, and the tag attributes are always placed within the start tag of an element. So the structure of using attributes in HTML goes like this. We have the tag name. Okay, so let's use this one. We have the tag name, we have the attribute name, and then we have the attribute value. And the attribute value is always put in either single quotes or double quotes, more preferable double quotes. And then we have the content that we are wrapping our tag with, and then we have the end tag. So they always come in key value pairs. So we have the key, that's the name, and the value, that's the attribute value. So we have the attribute name and we have the attribute value, and then they produce what we want them to produce. So let's go into the links. So let me write a new text here. Click here to see more. So click here to see more. So now if we want this, so basically with links we can go to a local site or an external site. Yeah, so a local site in the sense that we have a page, our local page, maybe we created within our site, or we can go to an external site. So to form a link, we use the a tag, the anchor tag. It's called the anchor tag as an a tag, and then we the anchor tag has a attribute called href. And what does href do? Href basically is the attribute that tells us where we are going. But before I do that, let me just close this, and then we put the. So now if I save this and reload, I can't click this because it is just an empty link. There is no attribute to tell me that I want to go somewhere. So that's where we have the href. So we put it inside the start tag. That's the attribute name, href, and then the attribute value. The attribute value will be the website's address. So let's say we want to go to Google, put http www.google.com. So once I save and reload, now you see it has turned blue. Now we can now click it. So if I click here, I go to Google. So you can see now that is an active link. So let's go back to my sheet, so that is basically how we use a link. And if it is a local site, we can always put our local address here. So but now you can see that this took us to this is an external link, and then it took us away from our page, and you don't want that to be happening. When someone's on your page and then you just clicks a link and then your page just closes and goes to another page. So but how can we rectify that? We use another attribute called target. So target blank is an attribute that we can use to tell the link to open a new tab. So we use target and then double quotes, and then we use blank underscore blank. So once a blank page, go to a blank tab. So when we save that and then we reload, if I click here now, what happens is that it opens a new tab. Can you see? So my HTML sheet is still there, and then we open a new tab, Google. So it's always good when you have external sites. You don't want your user to just leave your site like that. But whenever you are going to a link in the same site, it's always advisable not to open multiple tabs, because it can just discomfort your user. It's still your page, so just leave it like that. If it's an external page, then you can use the target blank.